Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a miniature Lego Republic frigate or cruiser. It's basically going to be an updated version of the mini kit from Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Here are all the pieces you're going to need. Make sure to pause the video and take a look at this, because you're probably going to be going back to this beginning to look at these pieces for a very, very long time and spend about 6 hours digging through however many buckets you may have to search for all the pieces, because I sure know I did. Alright, now that you have them, we're going to go ahead and start out with these two 2x4s. What I'm going to do, take this inverted slope, place it. Then you're going to want to take this 2x2 brick, put that on there. Next, this 1x4, I think studded wall, I like to call it stud wall. I think it's called a snot brick. I call it a snot wall. Take your 4x2, place it on the bottom. Now, I couldn't find a second one of these, but if you do have multiple of these, I call them pig nose bricks, because they look like two pig noses. And if you have two of those, put them in there. I didn't have a second one, so I took one of those ones with two holes in it and put whatever the heck these are in there to make one. Next, you're going to want these 1x2 bricks with a bar hole in it. Alright, next, you're going to want to take, where's the bar piece? Take this bar piece, put it inside. Grab this. I don't know what the hell to call this. Circle brick, I don't know. Take the gray one. Then you can find a flat one of these. You can find one without a hole in it, that's even better, but mine has a hole in it because it's what I could find. Alright, next thing you're going to do, for some reason I'm out of breath, you want a 2x2 tile, place that right there. Take your 3x2 tile, place that right there. Then you're going to want these are not actual Legos, these are from some, I think, Mega Bloks Transformer set. They're meant to be a 4x4 triangle piece. If you have those, use them. Put them down here at the bottom. I could not find them, so I made do with what I had. You can kind of see it's silver rather than gray. It's not actual Lego, as you can see. Next, you're going to want, I think, 2 jumper plates. Put those right there. Then a 2x1 tile with a single jumper plate on there. You could, if you want, just take 2 more jumper plates and put in there and have 4, but to save up on jumper plates, I just did a single one because it'll pretty much save the same purpose. After that, you're going to want another, I just dropped it, you're going to want another jumper plate, put on top of that. And then take one of these single gray stud flats, put it on the top. Next, you're going to take a 1x6 tile and one of these little dome pieces that are mostly seen for trash cans, Lego trash cans. Put it in the 3rd stud spot, and then connect it right there. On the ship, this is meant to be like a drop pod, so I put a little circle piece there to not only connect the gap, but also kind of make it like that's where you go into the drop pod. Like I see most ships, there's a little circular part on the sides of it, like where you can connect parts to it, so that's what I say it is, because it looks better. I got a bit of a sore throat. I can't tell. Want a 1x2, 2 1x2 tiles. Place them on the opposite sides of the bottom. Like that. Then you're going to want 3 of these reverse tiles. Place them like that. This is really just to smooth out the bottom. I made this as smooth as I could. Next, if you want, you probably notice these. These are, yes, are for the landing gear. You could use plain old one cylinders if you don't want to. I prefer these because it looked more, kind of went out in the mud. I can't speak today. Next, take your two 6x2s. Put them on the very bottom part like that. Then your two 4x1s. Or if you have two 2x2s, you can work with that. Put them on the bottom like that. Alright. Oh, that piece is very bright. I don't know how to describe these, but looking at them, you need two. Put them up like this. Sorry, I was a bit off screen there. Take a 2x2 of them. Oh crap, that came off. This is a pretty solid build, but right now, probably the front part is the only part that'll fall off a lot, and maybe the gun, but the rest of it's pretty solid. Come on. Okay, this landing gear, the front one will come off a little bit. And I couldn't find more full red ones, so I decided to take two maroon ones and put them in the back. Oh dear. Yeah, that comes off a lot. Need some better lighting. Alright, flip it over, do the same thing on the back. Yep, and that will be the side parts. Wait, almost not on there, right? There we go. And there goes the front landing gear. I will get that in a minute. There, it's meant to be like the side parts. Dungeon. Next, you're going to want one of these. Don't know how to describe it. I kind of call it like a fender piece. And one of these bar pieces. Or I call them a handle. Put the handle there. Take the fin. Put it through. And just stick it right there. You can see how that really blends in. There's the landing gear. I'm just going to put it there because I don't feel like putting it back on for it to pop back off. Take your 2x4, just sit on the corner, place that there. Then take your two tiles, or I call them vent pieces. These were actually on the original design. Put them right there. Take your 2x2 slope, put it there. And these bar pieces, you can make it with the bumps on the sides, it doesn't really matter. Put that at the bottom, this will serve a bit of an important piece. 2x1 brick, place right there. Then you need your last jumper plate. Actually, no, not your last jumper plate. Technically your last one. Put it on the back. Take your antenna or lever. This is usually, I don't know, this is technically a lever. It's a lever piece, but most people use it for antennas, which is what I use it for. Or my little brother called it a turret. He calls it a turret because I guess it makes sense. Take one of these, whatever they call them. I used to call them megaphone pieces, but I call them, don't know what to call them. I don't know. Squirt bottle top, like what you see on hand sanitizer tops. And their dome piece, stick it through the hole like that. You got yourself a little antenna like in the actual set, the big one. And then you want, where's the claw piece? Yeah, your first claw. Put it right there. And you can take their little antenna and dip it in there. This is starting to tape shape. Tape shape, nice real good bridger, nice vocabulary. Take a headlight brick and one of these all surrounding pieces. turn it sideways, put that on there like that. Take one of your pieces, flat stud, put it there. Take whatever these are, and your top 2 hand sanitizer bottle. Turn it so that the little cuts are on the sides. Sorry about me slurping. I have a separator or expander in my mouth, and it's really hard to talk sometimes. Place it on the side. Also, sorry if the lighting sucks. It's a bit shady in the spot. Even though the original set only had 2, I mean 1 gun, I put on a second one. Then you want this binocular piece. And you're going to put on the bottom. A bit of an homage to the Clone Wars version of this, of the full set, where it had a little goggle piece on the front. And you can also take this off, it looks like a little robot. And then you're going to put that on the bottom. So that kind of connects it there. Oh, and now I remember now. You want that last flat stud to be put on the bottom. Now it looks shocked. Roar. Alright. Next thing you want. 3x1 slope. Put right there. Here's where that last... This could just be a 2x1 tile, but I use a jumper plate. Take these 2 1 stud. Oh no, I think these are just 1 tiles. Connect them. Put it right there. Take this transparent blue 2x1. Put it right there. On top of jumper plate. 3x1 tile. Place it on there. If you want, you can make that a full 1 brick and then put a 2x1 tile there, but I like it to be smooth, and that bump doesn't really annoy me. You could just put like a 4x1 on top of this, but then it would look all weird and be way too high, or if it's too low, but I like it like this. Alright, I think we're done with the front of it for now. I think all that's left is really the back ignition parts. Next, you're going to want these. Don't know what to call them. I call them corners. Place them on the sides like that. Take your 1 tile. Repeat this on both sides. Oop. Then you want more of whatever the fuck these are called. Place them on the edge like that. And now, isn't that just smooth looking? That looks really nice. Alright, so take these 2x1 slopes, put them on the sides. You can invert them, but I think they look a bit wonky, so I keep them inward. Looks pretty nice so far, starting to take shape. Oh, you can kind of put this off to the side for now. Or, actually, I'll put on the gear real quick. There, now we can just put in the background for you to look at. Or let it fall over. Okay, next thing you want is these, like, droid bodies. This is actually a black one that I tried to paint red, and I ended up turning out maroon, which is why I put those maroon pieces there to kind of match it. And then you want one of these, don't know what to call them. Put them on top. Red stud. Bottom. Side. It'll look like those bombs that Joker had in the beginning of Lego Batman 2. Connector bar piece. Put it in there. Take the next one. Connect it. Stud. Bar piece. One of these bricks with a hole on it. Stick it through there. 2x1 tile. Put it on there. Another hole with it, but this one's red. Connect bar. One of these with a hole in it. Connect it. Put this on top. Put on a red one. And then take one of these transparent pieces. It could be one of these pieces, but transparent blue, you can use those, but I prefer to use these because they kind of blend in a bit more. Wait, okay. Alright, and you want one of these with the layered design. You can make it like this or like this. I prefer it like this. Now those pig bricks, put it like that. Take one of these, I call them seats. Put upside down. like that. And then put on the gear. And rotate it. Good, good, good. Poop. And those are the boosters. What you're gonna want to do is flip your ship over, slide those in, connecting them on the bottom. Now it's flat, and this is kind of like giving it the point of these pieces were to give it elevation and also look good. And I kind of forgot about that. So if you take this clip, it's like a stud. Oh, I dropped it like an idiot, and put through the and snap it on the ball piece. Move it around. It's a bit centered. You can point up or down. I prefer to leave it down. And then the reason I put on these studs was that I would click in there and it would stay shape. And on the original one, this was high. I put it down low so that this would stay in place. So because of the things I did, barely any studs are really noticeable. Well, poop. Okay, give me a second. Okay. See, studs bump into that, keep it straight. This goes right in there. That keeps it straight. So now it keeps the boosters nice and straight. And that is the complete product. Look at that. Now, this is meant to be like the original mini kit set from the Complete Saga. But this is not. This is my modified version. Honestly looks a bit better. I tried to make it as smooth as I could, which I'm sure I could succeed. On the very top of it, only stud that's really noticeable is that one. Look how smooth this is. It just looks good. Same with on the bottom. Only reason I put those tiles would make it nice and flat. On the bottom, only 2 studs are noticeable. So, amazing build. And it has a landing gear, so you can snap into place. Ain't that just nice? There's a little fuzz. If you did want to build the original one, I will attempt to leave a link in the comments to the video of the guy who actually built the original one. If you want to build the original one, you're going to need those weird little pyramid pieces for the sides. And that was the whole reason why I even decided to customize it, because I couldn't find all the pyramid pieces to complete the side. So I made my own design and then just started customizing it to hell and back until it really looks so sick and still resembles it. Alright, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, trying to hit 5 subscribers so I can hold up my finger and say I have this many. Thank you and good night. Here's a knuckle pop for you. Nope, nothing on that one. Alright, bye.